Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Simcoe, Ontario, Canada. If you live in Canada, you can shop with me if you don't have your own demonstrator. My demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. If you need a catalogue mailed to you, please feel free to email me at stampsandtea@gmail.com and I'll be more than happy to send you a catalogue. So what we're going to make today, it's almost celebration time and new catalogue time. The new celebration catalogue begins on January the 4th and goes to February 28th. We're going to copy a card from the celebration catalogue. Let me turn the camera down. Here we are. We have the new celebration catalogue, as I say, January 4th to February 28th, and the paper we're going to use is called Sunshine and Rainbows DSP. It's a free. It's an item that you can pick for free if you spend $60 before taxes in any of the catalogues that are current. It could be $30 from your new January to June catalogue and $30 from the annual catalogue. You can mix it up however you wish, but $60 and you can pick this as your free item. The other item we're going to use from this catalogue is the stamp set, which is called Special Moments. $120 purchase and you can select this for free. It's a lovely stamp set, got lots of nice sentiments on, lots of nice different fonts, and that's what we're going to use today. So let me just flip back to this and show you this card. This card here is sort of what we're going to case today, but put our own spin on it. Alright, so let me just get started and I'll show you what we've got. We're going to use two papers, two sheets of 6x6 out of this catalogue. This one is Bermuda Bay and it just has a thin white stripe on it. This is one sheet of paper, it's two sides, so that's an excellent use of one piece of paper. I've already gone ahead and cut this with the scalloped die from the Scalloped Contours dies. Okay, so I shaped the top of that using the Scalloped Contours dies. That one side. Get that paper out of the way. This is the back of the paper and we're going to use this for the bottom of the card. So we had basic white card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. It needs a little trim around the edge, but that's okay, we can do that with the scissors. I adhered this to the front of the card, this Bermuda Bay piece to the front of the card. I've cut this piece to size and it's going to sit here. Now I need to measure this piece to cut this piece exactly the same, because this piece is going to sit up here like this. Alright, whoops, this piece here actually had an extra scallop. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it had 6 scallops, and when you cut that one off, keep it, put it back in your paper package, because it makes a nice little label. I think I've tucked it away already. You can use it for a nice little label. If you can picture this, it would be just like that piece there. So it's nice for a little label piece. Alright, so I need to measure this, and it is 4 13/16. Whoa. Okay, so we'll go 4 13/16. Cut that off. Keep that. We might use that for a label sometime. I'm going to pop this out of the way now. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece up here like this. Now the reason I cut this to be exactly 5 was because 6, if you have a little border around the card, 6 was too wide. It was hanging off the side of the card and I didn't want that. Okay, so these two pieces are going to overlap. Hopefully they're the same size. Yep, not bad. So they're going to overlap like that. when I put them on the card, and we'll have the same border top and bottom, but we'll have a slightly wider border, just honestly a hair of an inch, 1/16 of an inch on the sides, wider on the sides. So let me get this right. This is my dots on the top. And I'm just going to put it down, face down first, so that I can see exactly what I've got. If I want about 1/8 of an inch at the top, I'm going to have about, no, 1/4 inch at the top, which would be 2/8. So 1/4 inch at the top and 3/8 at the sides is what I'm going to end up with. Now, it's pretty straight, I think. There, some ink there. And then I'm going to take this piece. Now I'm just going to overlap them. I'm not going to bother to trim them, but you could, if you wanted to, cut this off. I left this at 2.5 inches so that I had a 1/2 inch or so for those scallops. They're not quite 1/2 inch, but I'm just going to leave it and then just line this one up like this on the bottom. There again, watching the sides and watching my 1/4 inch along my bottom edge. There, just like that. So I'm going to take a piece of ribbon, and this ribbon is actually not pool party. Yeah, this is pool party, and it's just slightly lighter than the Bermuda Bay, but it's going to give it a nice finish on the card. And I'm just going to cut about twice the width of my pattern, my inside pattern. The problem with this ribbon here is it frays very easily, so you don't want to handle it too much if you don't have to. Okay, as you can see, it's sort of fraying there. It's got a little nick on the edge. There, get rid of that. Okay, and all I'm going to do with this ribbon is fold it in half. There I am. Fold it in half. Give it a little crease there just to sort of hold it, and then I'm just going to put a couple of strips of adhesive on the front of my card. Not getting much along there. There we go. And I'm just going to offset these two pieces of ribbon. And when I say offset, I mean have one higher than the other, just like that. Set that just to one side, and I've got a scrap of Whisper White cardstock here somewhere. Yep, there it is. We're going to use Bermuda Bay ink pad because that will tie in nicely. Oops. And this one's going to go on the inside of the card. There. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. Out of the way, and I'm going to use the Everyday Label Punch to punch my sentiment out. Here it is. Let's see if I can get it out of this piece of card. Oh yeah, nicely. Now, I'm just going to put dimensions. Here we are. Dimensionals right across the middle of the label, because I want it to stick to the ribbon but also to sort of stick through the ribbon, so it sticks, it's a little extra sticking to the card. There we are. Put my card in. Stick that down. The other way we could have done that was gluing the ribbon to the back of the label, then putting the dimensionals on, but either way it works. I'm just going to trim that edge. Trim that edge because it's fraying again a little bit. And that's it. There's the card. It makes such a pretty little card. Quick to make, 10 minutes or so to make. It's definitely a case of making your DSP do the work for you. And in this case, both sides of this sheet worked really well for us. They all tied in nicely. The Bermuda Bay was pulled in. Everything worked well together. Stamped in Bermuda Bay. Let me just turn the camera up. 10 minutes for a quick card. Make your DSP do the work for you. As always, if you please say where you learned how to make the card or where you saw it. It's my interpretation of a card in the Celebration catalogue. And if you're going to sell your cards, please put the Stampin' Up! Angel stamp on the back. That says all images are copyright Stampin' Up! And it just means all the supplies used to make the cards were Stampin' Up! Supplies. So that's it for this week, everybody. Have a great week. It's also Christmas week, so have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, or happy holidays, however you celebrate it. Make sure you have a good time and stay safe. I'll talk to you all again next week. Thank you. Bye.